Alright, what's up guys, and I'm back with another video, and today we're going to be playing some Super Mario Bros. 3 on the NES. So, I'm going to tell you a bit about how I got my dad's, like, 40-year-old NES to work again, even though it was broken and old and sitting in dust for all these years. And yeah, I can't wait to tell you more about it. So let's hop in now. Alright, actually give me a second. Okay, let's start. Let's start. Oof. Whoops. I need to make sure I can hear it too. Forgot to mention it's gonna be coming out of one ear because I don't have a thing that connects it to both or connects the sound to um both audio sides. So let's hop to level 1. Alright, gonna get this Goomba. Oops. Still getting used to this since it's my first time ever playing on an NES. But anyway, the story begins about a month ago when I was digging through my dad's old video games because I'd fallen to an interest of playing old retro games. And I found my dad's old NES and a few of his old games in there too. But I decided to. Oops, I'm trying to get this shell. Hang on. And I decided to see if it will still work after all these years. So I take it out, I wipe it up, I clean it, and oh my gosh, I keep messing that up. Anyway, I take it out, I clean it, and I attempt to get it to, or I make an attempt to get it to work. But when I turn it on, turn the power on at least, it only turns red. It doesn't actually end up turning on or anything when I insert one of the games in. The game I ended up trying was the original Super Mario Bros. So I put it in, doesn't turn on. I decided to go in there, tear it up. It took me 2 hours to get that thing cleaned and opened in general because it was super old and dusty and had never been like opened or anything. Just sitting there collecting all this grime and dust and all of that. So I take it out, clean it up, you know, put some rubbing alcohol on it, and yeah, clean the pins. Maybe that's the problem. I can't believe I just did that. I'm just goofing off her, and I died. Okay. Yeah, I'm very new to this, but yeah, cleaned it up and close it back up, put everything back together. Well, praying that I didn't break anything. I was so worried I was gonna break something while I was in there. And yeah, turn it back on, put the game back in. Does not work. So I'm like, either I broke this thing or it's like way too old. And yeah, I just give up. Then 2 weeks later, or 2 weeks ago as well, I decided that I've really grown an interest in these games, and or I've really gained an interest in these games, and I want to keep trying. So I take it out again. Wait, this was a week ago. Never mind. Okay, that's not important. But what is important is that I decided to take it apart again. Maybe I missed something, and nothing, literally nothing happens. So I keep like messing around with the game, maybe looking into getting a different pin connector, because I keep getting this gray screen of death the whole time. Okay. And wow, okay, I'm gonna hope that that guy comes back. Yep. Um, I get it. I think about getting a new pin connector. 72 pin connector, I think that's what it's called. Um, and just hope that maybe I can get this. Oh my god. Sorry, it's hard to game and talk at the same time, especially in a game like this. Um, and yeah, I'm just hoping for the best. So I'm continuously messing around with the pins in the game. I even cleaned out the games, hoping that's maybe the problem. And eventually, something different happens. I have Super Mario Bros. Uh, what's it called? Super Mario Bros. I'm stupid. Super Mario Bros. The original in the game or in the NES, and it keeps giving me the gray screen of death. For 1 single second, it flashes. Sorry, I thought I heard something. It flashes on, and all of a sudden I'm like, what the heck? That's never happened before. Could this thing still work? Like, could I actually get it to pop up on screen? 1 second. Back. So it flashes on screen, a split second of the, oh wow, that's crazy embarrassing. 1 second of the original Super Mario Bros. Title screen. I'm like, wait a minute, can I get this to work? And all of a sudden, I'm messing around with it, seeing maybe if I put it in a certain way, it will turn on. And then all of a sudden, the screen stays this time. It doesn't flash, it stays. I'm clicking buttons. The only problem is that, oh, it's not moving. Nothing on the screen is moving. So I'm like, dang it. Maybe my controller is broken. Maybe the screen is just like, or the game is broken, something like that. And at that point, I'm like, not at that point, but I keep trying a few more times and it won't work. So I'm like, maybe I can't get this. And I'm like just about to give up there, so I try one more time. All of a sudden, screen's moving. I see a coin flashing on my screen and I'm like, did I just get this to turn on? So I press a different controller from last time, hoping maybe the case actually it was broken, the controller I was using, which I eventually find out it was. And this controller that I'm using now as well, but at the time, started working. I press the start button. All of a sudden I'm in game and I am shocked. Tell my sister to come in, she's shocked. And then at that same moment, finally I beat this level. At the same moment, my brother and my dad get home from my brother's baseball game. I tell my brother to come in, and he is stunned. He doesn't believe it. I'm extremely excited to show my dad because this was his childhood. He played this game all the time as a kid, or this console all the time when he was a little kid. Wow, how am I missing it? And he comes in. I guide him. He looks scared, like I did something crazy or something stupid. But when he walks in, he sees the console on, and on the screen is the original Super Mario Bros. And he's like, "Oh my gosh!" My mom comes in as well. She didn't know what it was, but he was shocked. And I ask him, "Do you want to play?" He says, "Of course he does." And he hops right back in and tries to play his childhood game once more. And I'm just so happy I got to see that, man. It was great. It was great. I've never done something like that ever. Like fixing a 40-year-old console is one of the biggest accomplishments of my life. I fixed a core childhood memory for my dad. And also I have more games to play, more retro games. Superstar. I wanted to get that, but it's probably nothing. Oh, that classic Tanuki sound. Yeah, but my dad was also gonna bring me to GameStop. I there's no other video game store near me. No um family owned store by any other people, any other video game fans. So GameStop is like the only place we can go. But he takes me there for my end of the year grades because they all ended up good. I'm a good student, so I ended up getting good grades. And yeah, he takes me, and I decided to get one more game for the console. And that game is the game I'm playing right now, Super Mario Bros. 3. And yeah, I'm loving this console so far. And I'm still super glad I got to bring that core memory back to life. So now we're just gonna play till I die. Hopefully not. That's no, that was close. Hopefully that's not anytime soon, but because I really want to get through this world at least. That coin thing too, but I can't get it. Oh gosh, that was not smart. Alright, Koopa. Okay. You know what? Oh, I forgot I have one more life. Alright, I'll go. I got this. You know, the stupidest thing I've done in this game is bounce onto a Goomba, like right in front of it, and okay, that's what I did with the Goomba, except it's bad anyway. It's a good place to end because I finished my story, and that's really all you need to know. I'll be playing this more often, but yeah, I love this. I found the Rob at my grandma and grandpa's house too that my dad used to have when he was a kid. Um, that's as a side note for the NES lore. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the story and the gameplay, even though it's terrible. And make sure to like, sub, comment, whatever. Tell me your NES stories if you have a childhood or a parent or an accomplishment that you've had in general that really sticks out to you. Anyway, that's about it. Peace out.